In this video, I am going to find out a mathematical model which represents the spread of an epidemic in a region. For this model, I will be assuming two quantities, that is, the initially how many persons are infected and what is the number of other persons who are living in that area, that is the number of persons who can get the disease, that is number of susceptibles. Okay, so for this model I am going to assume two quantities. They are, one is I of t, which denotes the number of infected persons at time t. And another one, that is S of t. This denotes the other persons in that locality, that is the number of susceptibles. At time t. We assume initially only one infected person, initially I of 0 equal to 1, and all the other persons in that region are susceptibles. So S of 0 is equal to n, which also says us that in that region there are n plus 1 persons are living. Okay, so this gives us another information, that is I of t plus S of t at any time t, the total number of persons living in this region is 1 plus n or n plus 1. Okay. Now the number of infected persons grows at a rate proportional to the product of susceptibles and infected persons, and also the number of susceptible persons decreases at the same rate. So the number of infected persons increases at a rate proportional to product of this I of t and S of t, product of infected and also susceptible persons. But as this number increases, the number of susceptibles will decrease. So, but the number of susceptibles decreases at the same rate. Hence we can say that the change in population of I or infected person di by dt will be proportional to S into I. Similarly, the change in S, that is ds by dt, will also be proportional to product of S and I, but here it decreases, so we can put a minus sign in the front. Let us assume the proportionality constant as beta. Assume the proportionality constant as beta, then we'll be having di by dt equal to beta into Si, and ds by dt equal to minus beta into Si. Let me name the equations. Okay, I'll take this initial conditions as 1 and I'll come for this one, that is di by dt equal to beta into Si, that is equation 2, and ds by dt equal to minus beta into Si, I'll take it as equation 3, and one more equation, that is this one, I of t plus S of t is equal to 1 plus n. I'll take this as star. So from star we'll eliminate I of t and we'll substitute that I of t in equation 3, then we'll get an equation in terms of S alone. And if you eliminate S from equation star and if you substitute in equation 2, we'll get an equation in I. Hence, solving these two equations with the initial condition, we'll get the number of infected persons at any time t and also the number of susceptibles at any time t. Now, I will take equation 3 and I am going to substitute for I from equation star. So, from star, I of t is equal to 1 plus n minus S of t, and also if you want S of t, then S of t is equal to 1 plus n minus I of t. Now from 3, okay, ds by dt equal to minus beta into S into I of t I am going to substitute. So 1 plus n minus S. Okay, that I will take it as equation 4. Now from 2 we will get di by dt is equal to beta into I into 1 plus n minus Okay, this equation we will take it as 5. Now I am going to solve equation number 4. So solving for s of t. Okay, that is I will take s terms with to the left hand side. So I will be getting as ds by s into 1 plus n minus s equal to minus beta dt. Okay, now I will consider this 1 by s into 1 plus n minus s, and I will put this into partial fractions. So I will get 1 by a by s plus b by 1 plus n minus s. That is 1 is equal to a into 1 plus n minus s plus b into s. Now I will put s is equal to 0. Then from this equation I will get 1 is equal to a into 1 plus n, which implies that a equal to 1 by 1 plus n. Okay, now I will put s is equal to n plus 1, then get 1 is equal to, now first term will be 0. If you put s equal to 1 plus n plus 1, then first term will be 0. So you will get b into n plus 1, which gives b equal to 1 by 1 plus n. Substituting in this equation, okay, you get 1 by s into 1 plus n minus s equal to a is 1 by 1 plus n. So 1 by 1 plus n into 1 by s plus 1 by 1 plus n into 1 divided by 1 plus n minus s. Or you can write 1 by 1 plus n outside and write 1 by s plus 1 by 1 plus n minus s. Now we will substitute that here. So this left hand side can be written as 1 by 1 plus n into ds by s plus ds divided by 1 plus n minus s equal to minus beta dt. Now integrating both sides, we will be getting 1 by 1 plus n into integral ds by s will be log s. Okay, then plus Here in the denominator, s is with negative sign, so we will be getting minus 1 here into log of 1 plus n minus s equal to minus beta t plus arbitrary constant c. Now we have to find out the value for c. Yes, for that is 1 by 1 plus n into log of s minus log of 1 plus n minus s equal to minus beta t plus c. From the initial condition 1, s of 0 is equal to n. Yes, so put t equal to 0 there. You can give number for this, I think. What is the number? 5. So I can give equation number 6. Now we will put t equal to 0 in 6. Then 1 by n plus 1 into log of n minus log of 1 plus n minus n equal to minus beta t. T is 0. Okay, beta into 0 plus c. Or we can say that log of n equal to c. Okay, then substituting that in 6, one by n plus 1 into log of s minus log of 1 plus n minus s equal to minus beta t plus 1 by n plus 1 into log of n. Take this log n to the left hand side. Okay, so 1 by n plus 1 into log of s divided by 1 plus n minus s, again that minus log n equal to minus beta t. We can take n plus 1 to the other side and using the logarithmic properties, so log of s by n into 1 plus n minus s equal to minus n plus 1 into beta t. Okay, taking exponential function on both sides, left hand side s divided by n into 1 plus n minus s equal to e power minus n plus 1 beta t. Okay, then s divided by e power minus of n plus 1 beta t is equal to n into 1 plus n minus s, or this negative power is in the denominator, so we can write e with positive power in the numerator. So s into e power n plus 1 beta t is equal to n into 1 plus n minus n s. Take the s term to the left hand side. So s into e power n plus 1 beta t plus n s equal to n into 1 plus n, or taking s outside, n plus e power n plus 1 beta t is equal to n into 1 plus n or n plus 1. That is, s is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by n plus e power n plus 1 beta t. That is, number of susceptibles equal to n into n plus 1 divided by n plus e power n plus 1 beta t. That is equation number here 6. So I will take this as equation number 7. In the similar manner, we can solve equation, which one? Equation 5, and we will get, so I will write it as solving equation 5, we will get I of t is equal to n plus 1 into e power n plus 1 is e power n plus 1 beta t divided by n plus e power n plus 1 beta t. Okay, this we will take as equation number 8. So equation number 7, equation 7 and 8 will give the number of susceptibles and also infected persons at any time t. Now we will derive the value of s of t and I of t when t tends to infinity. That is, after a long time, what will be the value for s of t and I of t? So as t tend to infinity, we will see what is s of t. So limit t tend to infinity of s of t is equal to limit t tend to infinity of n into n plus 1 divided by n plus e power n plus 1 beta t. Okay, as t tend to infinity, this e power t or any multiple of t will also tend to infinity. So here the denominator is infinite, okay, while the numerator is finite. Hence this limit will be 0. Okay. So after a long time, number of susceptibles is 0. Now we will find out what is the value for I of t as t tend to infinity. So limit t tend to infinity of I of t will be. It is equal to I of t is n plus 1 into e power n plus 1 beta t divided by n plus e power n plus 1 beta t. Now e power n plus 1 beta t is in multiple in the numerator, so we will take e power n plus 1 into beta t from the denominator outside and we will cancel these two terms and see what happens. Okay, so n plus 1 into e power n plus 1 beta t. Okay, denominator I am going to take e power n plus 1 beta t outside. So n into e power minus n plus 1 beta t, okay, plus 1. Yes, this term and this term will cancel off. Okay, I have forgot to write limit. Okay. Then limit in the numerator there is n plus 1 and in the denominator n into e power minus n plus 1 beta t plus 1 as t tend to infinity. Okay, this e power, if you take n is infinity, t is infinity, e power minus infinity is 0, so this term will become 0. Okay, so remaining we will have only 1 there and in the numerator we are having n plus 1. So limit t tend to infinity of n plus 1 divided by n into e power minus n plus 1 beta t plus 1 will become n plus 1. That is limit t tend to infinity I of t is equal to n plus 1. That is, after a long term, all persons in that region are infected persons. To avoid this only, we have to take steps to reduce the number of infected persons. That's why for this pandemic, COVID-19, our government and all the World Health Organization also taking steps to vaccinate the people so that the number of infected persons, all the persons in that locality won't become the infected persons. So some more steps also we have to take to reduce this number of infected persons. Like this, we can represent the spread of any epidemic, that is of course pandemic, also by a mathematical equation, that is with a mathematical model. On solving those equations we can give solution for the present situation. Yes.